Hey guys, it's Nick from the Creed here, and welcome to the 4th episode of Assassin's Creed The Leak. In this one, I would like to go over my thoughts on the next Ancestor Protagonist and how my thoughts fits in with The Leak. Let's get into it. According to The Leak, the next Ancestor will be a slave or ex-slave. And that doesn't really narrow down the possibilities of how the character will be like, but it does hint at how he might perceive authority. It also stated that he looks a lot like Altair, but with darker skin. This matches the look slaves has been given in popular media, like movies and documentaries. Apparently, he's also not edgy, and basically a nobody that barely speaks. I think this sounds like a good starting point for the character, as we could definitely believe his reasoning behind breaking the chains and going after his masters, which in this case might be the Templars. I can imagine our protagonist being obsessed with the difference between right and wrong, and I picture him as a man who would fight for justice and unconditional peace without chains and orders. And basing my thoughts on the character off of this, I think our new protagonist will be a strong man, both physically and mentally. He's not someone who gives up easy, he's a fighter. He doesn't give in to pain because his body has been inflicted with so much pain already. He has learned to suppress the feeling of it. And this is what makes him dangerous. I believe we will see another brute in the Assassin's Creed series, much like Connor, Adwale, and Jacob was. He's going to be brutal, just like the Templars were brutal to him. I can see the game starting up with him being mistreated and the opening sequence ending with him escaping. I also think that Ubisoft won't rush this and do it sort of like AC3, where you actually spend a couple of hours as a slave before being introduced to the assassins. And then after escaping, he somehow comes in contact with the assassins, and one possibility is that we meet an assassin early on, much like Belek in Unity, and they escape together. Then he is introduced to the Brotherhood and is trained in the way of stealth, which will make him close to unstoppable. Being capable of heavy melee attacks and silent stealth will create this combination of Jacob and Evie, only better. Because of this character's history, I don't think his transition to an assassin will be easy, as he might have trouble trusting or accepting that another master will give him orders. And this persona of his as a silent nobody will change after he breaks his chains, because then he is free to do whatever he wants. He might not be edgy, but he will be very skeptic, I think, and a very hard man to impress, which could result in a lot of funny moments. I also believe that during a possible trilogy where we see a lot of personal growth, his humor and happiness might come back as his life changes and he starts to accomplish things. I doubt he will ever become a new witty Jacob, but he will definitely not become of a way too serious and ignorant Connor type. All in all, I think this first game will be about his road to becoming an assassin, the struggle that brings, and also the challenges he is given by the leader of the Egyptian Brotherhood. He will come to see the world as bigger than previously anticipated. He will begin to understand the importance of the assassins. He will, as Altair, ascend to see life for what it is and understand the truth. He will fight the illusion and become a master assassin. This will be the end of the nobody barely speaks type. He will now be an entirely different man. This is at least what I think about him and what I want from the new character. I have no idea what Ubisoft is planning for our next protagonist, but I guess we'll see later. This is all speculation based on the leak, so I don't know anything. Don't quote me on this. Tell me what you want to see in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more Assassin's Creed content. And until the next time, bye.